Hey peeps, today we're going to work on dilation day 2, so make sure your sheet matches up. You're going to take the 2 sheets and rip the one apart. We're just going to do 1 through 10 today, and we're going to throw the backside away. So if we look at this very first one, okay, if you recall, we find the coordinate, and then in this case, it says a dilation of 2, so you're gonna multiply by 2. Okay, so every one, we're gonna start at 0, 0, so this goes to the right 2, so it's gonna be positive 2. Probably shouldn't do it there. Positive 2, and then up 1, so it's gonna be 2, 1. My J is gonna be to the right 1, and then down 1, so it's going to be negative 1. And my H is going to be to the left 2, so negative 2, and down 1, so negative 1. Okay, so once you have all your coordinates, you're going to go ahead and multiply every point. In this case, it says by 2, because it's a dilation of 2. So it's going to look like, well, 2 times 2 is going to be 4. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. And then for the H, we got negative 2 times 2 is going to be negative 4. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. Okay, and so we have all our coordinates here, and so we can go ahead and graph our point. So it's going to look like 4, 2 for I, so 1, 2, 3, 4, to the right 4, and up 2. So that's going to be my I prime. Okay, for the J, it's going to be to the right 2, because it's a positive 2, down 2. That's going to be my J prime. And then my H is going to be negative 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, left 4, down 2. It's going to be H prime. Okay, number 2, it says a dilation of 3 over 2. Okay, so again, we're going to go through and find all of our coordinates. Okay, so Q is going to be to the right 2, and then up 3, so 2, 3. P is going to be right 1, down 1, so negative 1. S is going to be left 1, so negative 1, down 3, so negative 3. And R is going to be left 2, so negative 2, up 1. Okay, so there are 2 ways to do this, okay? So we can take, and you can multiply every one on your calculator, and I'm going to show you. You can take it and you can say 2 times 3 over 2, or you can say 2 times, and you can figure out that the decimal of 3 over 2 is 1.5. So you can say 2 times 1.5. I would almost say do the decimal because it's easier to type than otherwise. If you are going to do the fraction, you have to say 2 times, and you're going to hit your fraction button. Two times, you're going to hit your fraction button, and then you have to type in the 3 over 2 and just kind of intersect. So you have to make sure that the fraction is like off to the side. So I would almost say do the decimal, okay? So when we hit equals, whether I'm using the fraction or the decimal, if you get another decimal, you're going to hit SD, and that's going to convert that from a fraction to a decimal. So for this first one, we got 3. Okay, and then we're going to say 3 times 1.5, which is the decimal. So again, I got 9 over 2, so we're going to change that to a decimal, so 4.5. Okay, 1 times 1.5 is going to be 1.5. Negative 1 times 1.5 is going to be negative 1.5. negative 1 times 1.5 is gonna be negative 1.5. Okay, we know that this 3 here gave me 4.5, so negative 3 is gonna give me negative 4.5. And then 2 right here gave me a 3, so negative 2 is gonna give me a negative 3, and 1 gave me 1.5. Okay, so try to match up the stuff so it's just less typing for you. Okay, and so this one is ready to be graphed. Okay, so we're gonna get 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 0.5 is gonna be somewhere in between. Okay, 1.5, so that's 1.5, and then down 1, and then 0.5. So this is gonna be P prime. S is gonna be left 1.5, and then down 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Okay, and then P is gonna be negative 3 and 1.5. Not P, R, sorry, R prime. Okay, 5, it says a dilation of 1/2. So on your calculator, you can figure out that 1/2 is 0.5, okay? So we're gonna go through and find our points. Oops. So my S is left 1, so negative 1, up 1. My R is gonna be 1, 2, 3. And then down 1, and my T is gonna be left 2, down 1. Okay, so we're gonna take all of these and times them by 0.5. Okay, so this is gonna be negative 0.5, 0.5, okay, 3 times 0.5 is gonna be 1.5. And then negative 1 times 0.5 is going to be negative 0.5. 2 times 0.5 is going to be 1. And negative 1 times 0.5, oh, that's going to be negative 2. So negative 1. And then negative 0.5. Okay, so my S, and these ones are kind of hard, especially on the board, because if you remember, if the number is bigger than 1, it's going to be an enlargement. If it's less than 1, it's going to be, what's the word? A shrink, a reduction. Okay, and so because I know that this is 0.5, so that's less than 1, it's going to be a reduction. So the picture is actually going to shrink. Okay, so do your best as far as like the graphing. Okay, so we got negative 0.5, so left 1/2, and then up 1/2. So this is going to be my S prime. Okay, for the R, it's going to be 1.5, and then down 1/2. So this is going to be my R prime. And then T is going to be left 1, and then down 1/2. So this is going to be my T prime. And so we can see that it shrunk. It should be inside the other one. Okay, and it should be littler. I can't tell exactly, but I can tell if you're roughly 1/2 in the spot that you're supposed to be. Okay, 7. I got B, C, D, and A. Okay, so B is going to be 0, 2. C is going to be 1, 2. D is going to be 1, negative 1. And A is going to be negative 1, 0. Okay, we're going to take all these and times them by 2.5. So it's going to be still 0. 0 times 2.5 is still 0. 2 times 2.5 is going to be 5. 1 times 2.5 is 2.5. Again, 2 we already did, and we found out that it was 5. Okay, 1 times 2.5 is going to be 2.5. Negative 1 times 2.5 is negative 2.5. It's going to be negative 2.5, and we already did 0 and found that it was 0. Okay, so once you kind of find some, you can match up the rest, okay? So for the B is going to be 0, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The C is going to be 1, 2.5, and then up 5. That's going to be my C prime. D is going to be 2.5, down 1, 2.5. And then A is going to be left 2.5 and 0, so it's going to be my A prime. Okay, and 9 is also a dilation of 2.5, so we're going to try to match up as many numbers as we've used it up here. So try to match those. So we got C is going to be left 1, so negative 1, 2. B is going to be 0, 2. A is going to be 1, negative 2. And D is going to be left 1, down 1. Okay, and so if we kind of match up with up above here, we're gonna get negative 2.5, and the 2 gave me a 5, 0 gave me 0, 2 gave me a 5, 1 gave me 2.5, negative 2 will give me negative 5, and then we got negative 2.5 and negative 2.5. Okay, so C is going to give me negative 2.5 and then up 5. So it's going to be my C prime. B is going to be 0, 5. A is going to be 2.5 and then down 5. And D is going to be 2.5 and then 2.5. Okay, you guys have 5 to do on your own. Go through and get your 5 done, and then you'll be done for today. And I will see you guys on Thursday.